That you? Was that you, Bob? No, you are now. You're fine. Oh, the reason I asked was because when you teed up, when you ID'd a minute ago, the bird screamed about the same time, so he's louder here than you are.
Yeah, I guess it may be kind of hard to figure out what that was.
You should be getting the box Friday. I don't know if George is here yet. Quiet for a few minutes, but there's... Okay, good deal.
Oh, Bob, that's the big side. Nice. It's beautiful weather down here, Bob. Yeah, we did too, about 80-something degrees. Oh, that's terrible. Why is it terrible? I think we had the mid-60s. But the air is dry, the sun's warm, and that's good enough. Yeah, we were 80. However, February to go through yet. Still on the 51 F1. Yeah, okay, George. Take it easy.
Hello. Smooth. Hello, 1212, KWOZ.
Sure is.
EAWOZ, WA5EIJ, howdy.
Hey, hello, Joseph. Hello, Jay. Is there a net tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'll just be listening.
Well, alrighty, but you know you're welcome to join in about 25 minutes. Well, you're welcome to join in now, for that matter.
Oh, well, I'll join in whenever they're getting ready to get started.
Roger.
Hello. Yeah, hello, who's that?
WK5R.
Hey, good evening, Rusty.
Good evening, Dan. Good to hear you back on the air.
It's good to be back.
I reckon it is.
Good to be back breathing air.
Yeah, there you go.
Good to hear you back, Dad. And Russ, too, up there. Haven't heard you in a while. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evening.
I'm driving a SP200 that I've been working on.
Sounds good. Yeah, I heard the other transformer petered out.
Yeah, this is one that was sent in from New York for rebuild and repair, and I've got it ready to go. I just got to put it back in the case. I just kind of running it a little bit to make sure it's going to hang in there.
Well, hang in there. Get it done. This is SB220. Kind of went from front to back on for a friend. It sounds good here too, Jim. Anxious to get in there and put the hanger back together. I've been trying to Henry since I was knee high to a tadpole. Do y'all hear those guys dripping away down below there? Oh, yeah.
Yep, they've been in there all along.
Oh, okay. Well, there'll be, if Jim comes on or somebody with real strong signal will probably kick them off. Maybe they'll move over for a while.
Oh, they got ticked off a while ago, but didn't amount to anything.
Well, they should know better than to come in there 2 KCs down below anyway. It's kind of ignorant.
You know, they're down there talking about somebody, I guess somebody local to them. They got some kind of a deal going with. He even did a reverse SWAT on one of them. He called the cops and told them. I don't know who it is. Don't know nothing about it. I just heard what I heard them talking about. So a few minutes ago they weren't even talking about us, and not that we care.
Always something going on.
I guess.
Yeah, I was listening too, Jay. Sounded like they just fight with everybody.
Well, you know, you got to wonder. This stuff is now. I'm not saying what that other guy did was right. He sounded like he's probably a nutcase or something. But well, I'm not even going to finish the thought. Never mind. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't hardly understand you. Something, I don't know. Who was this again? in Austin. George, can you hear him?
Sounds like he's on a carbon microphone, but he's not.
That's what I was thinking, George.
I think Lynn heard him. I thought I heard Lynn going back to him.
Well, at least he's going to go take a shower. He said WB5TX production.
Well, that'll make him sound better, right?
WA5, we got J Friday.
J5QS.
And that's the WJ5MS.
A5ES. Nick.
Oh, Nick.
Hey there, guys.
WK5R. On the only radio I got that works right. Well, it sounds much better than last week, Russ. Rusty, you just hanging there.
Rusty, you're on frequency. What happened? Hello. How you been?
I figured out how to put my headphones on. It's the 706 still receives, so I put my headphones on and tuned it till I sound right on that. Accidents do happen.
Well, you're sounding good. You are right there. You got good audio.
Yeah, I've got an SP200 over here that I'm testing out that I've rebuilt for a guy in New York, and I'll get ready here in several days to send it back on and run it in a little while, make sure it hangs in there.
Well, see if you can blow it up.
And since Nick's here, I guess I have to turn on the amplifier, K5LY.
Oh, I hear you great.
There you go.
Yeah, hello, Lynn. I was hanging in here on 15 watts, Nick, so the no traffic net wouldn't be disturbed. But since you're here, I'll turn it on. I just won't talk very much. Thanks a lot, Lynn. Good evening, KE5Q.
Hello, Ralph.
Evening, Ralph. Hello, everybody.
Hello there, Jim.
I heard you a while ago, Lynn, but boy, it's much better.
Hello, Sammy. Hello, Ralph.
Good evening, all. Hello, Dano. Just barefoot here.
Howdy,
Well,
Sam.
pump it up.
Got it warming up.
Roger.
Hello, Lynn, KE5Q.
Hello, Lynn. And Dan, you're sounding good.
So are you, Lynn?
Well, welcome back.
Thanks. Good to be back.
You hearing Jim over there, Lynn?
Yeah, I just couldn't write that fast. Yeah, I'm high. Yeah, you're talking about 5Q, right?
Roger, Roger. Good evening.
Yeah, Jim, I got you.
Roger. Sorry about the noise, WB5TX.
Yeah, George.
What noise?
The birdies. He's playing with his birdies.
Oh, is that what that was?
Over here.
You do a good job of getting them together there, George.
Oh, I think I'm a bit obsessive about it, but it's the only thing I'm obsessive about is my radio's perhaps on the head.
I don't think you're confessing to anything that most of the rest of us aren't afflicted with as well.
Now there, not you, Jay, but whoever was ripping there on the side, there's someone who needs to learn how to get on whatever frequency he thinks he's on. Sorry, that was me, KA5D, checking into the no traffic net.
Oh, good. Tell me if I'm on frequency or not.
Yeah, I'm running a digital rig, so yeah, you're spot on. You sound great. So do you, George.
Okay, I won't rock the boat.
Now you're on. Then I'm on the 830 tonight, and I've calibrated it several times, and it's rock solid.
Yeah, I figured you'd hear me. I heard you too. I couldn't barely check in when y'all were talking. Anyway, I'm all done with that. So carry on.
250.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm running about 40 watts. That's it. Just wait. WB5X.
I'm already turning my attenuator on.
Well, at 40 watts, you're doing a great job. Howdy, next. Thank you, WB5X.
A5LYN, W5RUA.
Yeah, hi Scott. I got you on the list. I've got you about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. If you want to make a transmission, I'm going to call you after EIJ.
Afraid I have a little bad news for you. Matt had to run out of town tonight and asked me to cover for him, so you're stuck with me. Relax, I'm giving you a hard time, which you should consider a good thing.
Double.
The last part, you double with him a little in. He said, we're stuck with him tonight because he's going to do the recording, and then that he was giving you a hard time, which you should consider a good thing.
Afraid I have a little bad news for you. Matt had to run out of town tonight and asked me to cover for him, so you're stuck with me. Relax, I'm giving you a hard time, which you should consider a good thing.
I always do. We believe in dialectics. This is dialectic spiritualism.
I don't believe in ghosts.
It's going to be a deep one tonight.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Papa John?
Don't list me.
For Domino's.
KL7 Charlie Delta, put me on the list, please. Evening, Mike.
Evening.
How you doing, Joseph? Howdy. Joseph, you're sounding good up here in the Plano tonight. Everybody is, really. That you, Jim?
Yeah, it's me.
Thank you, sir. Good to hear you.
Good to hear you.
Lynn, don't list me.
Well, we're about 30 miles apart there, Jim. We talked several times over on 2 meters.
Roger, roger.
Lynn, don't list me.
Okay, if you're sure, I won't miss you.
You did it now, Will.
Now, whoever that was, better take a second look at it. It wasn't quite right.
Sounded like a combination of signals from down below.
Yeah, I don't think Hank done it that way.
I think we've got a good band tonight.
So far.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, everybody's nice and strong.
Well, everybody's strong.
Well, maybe not nice.
Are you talking about this old boy in Oklahoma again? W5IF.
Actually, not yet, but if you want us to.
Well, you said wasn't nice. I thought maybe I was on the naughty list.
Join the club.
Anyway, good evening, everybody. Sounded good up my way.
Oklahoma, what was that call again?
A whiskey and a 5, India, Foxtrot, November.
If I know your name, I forgot that I knew it.
You did know it, but you forgot because you're old, probably like I am. We're getting there. It's Harold, Hotel Alpha Romeo Oscar Lima Delta.
Okay, thank you, Harold.
Jay knows who I am.
Oh, yeah.
Harold is in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yes, he is. And I don't know.
I've been there.
I don't think he's on a boat anchor tonight.
No. Well, I don't know. This radio's 3 years old, over 3 years old now.
Well, Harold, maybe you could be our frequency standard. If I'm off, you let me know.
If you slide,
Say again?
you say if you slip and slide, let you know?
Well, let's hope it's not quite that dramatic.
Oh, okay. Well, it shouldn't be, but yeah, I'll let you know.
I mean, this radio I'm on was built in 1957. That was a long time ago.
It's got just as many aches and pains as I got. Yeah, I took about an hour walk today. Wasn't used to. Maybe I shouldn't have got off to such a long start, but man, I had to come home and take some leave. I'm sore.
So the trick is, Harold, you take the leave in the morning when you get up and let it last all day, and then you don't have to worry. You're already preconditioned for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I probably will do that.
Just take it with your vitamins in the morning, and you're good to go.
Gotcha.
You're leading everybody, W5AKL.
Keep it.
Hello, Kima Henry, N5BKM.
Hello, Kima Henry.
Is everybody doing all right today?
Yes, sir. The easy ones twice.
You want to take a shift tonight?
Well, I guess I can. I better get a notepad handy because I haven't been writing anything down.
Well, I figure if I talk too long, folks will get tired of me in a hurry.
Oh, I don't know about that. Let me see if I can wound up my little notepad.
Say, Nick, you listen, K5EF?
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, it's me, K5LYN. I want to consult with you a minute here for the net. You know, from my Stuart Warner radio, I was trying to figure out how to make it receive Bluetooth signals, and I bought a Bluetooth receiver from Best Buy, and I got 1 day's use out of it before it quit. You know what I'm talking about? It picks up the Bluetooth signal out of your iPhone or whatever place you might have music stored wirelessly.
Oh, man, that's horrible. That's great. It made it 1 day?
Yeah. Best Buy got it back today. Have you had an experience with those things?
No, I haven't used one yet, but I took Jay's advice, and I found a site that's got, a gob of different stuff that you can download on MP3 formats, and I'm looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, there's lots of things we can explore with these things, but it sounded pretty good while it lasted. For a 1936 Stuart Warner to be picking up a wireless signal was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's neat. That's neat. Yeah, I got my little AM transmitter here working, and but back in the day I used to use cassette tapes, and so now of course looking to do the MP3 thing, but I didn't consider the Bluetooth stuff, but that's interesting.
Well, cassette tapes sure were simple and easy and reliable compared to what we're doing now. They just didn't hold up very long, you know. But yeah, I'm going to try again. Maybe the particular unit was right. Maybe just It had some bad reviews on the internet once I looked it up. But theoretically, that ought to make these things a lot more fun.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, let me know how it works out.
That interesting chair model radio, is that yours? Are you keeping that one?
Oh, yeah, I've had it for a number of years. It was stuffed up here in my storage area up in my ham shack, and I finally got it down and rebuilt it and fixed the intermittent problem in it. It really does work good. They sound great.
Oh, that was a beautiful piece and unique. I've never seen one. Did you do the refinishing of the case?
No, believe it or not, that's original.
My goodness, that's incredible.
Yeah, I know. I was quite surprised. The chassis is in excellent shape, too. It just needed to be recapped and a few resistors changed, that's all.
Well, on this Stuart Warner, it didn't have a phono jack like my Ward's Airline did, but I found out all you have to do is pull the detector tube and make you a 2-wire plug in an octal socket base and plug it in, and you're in business.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I got the thing all fixed and everything. Now I can't figure out where I'm going to put it.
Well, it deserves a nice place. Beautiful radio.
Yeah, it really is pretty.
Jay, let's make a plan. Are you there?
I'm right here.
Okay. Do you want to talk first? If not, I will. And do you want to talk to... You want me to just pick up about half the people we got lurking here, or you want me to pick them all up first?
Well, like I say, I don't have a list yet, so go ahead and you get who you want, and then we'll just go from there.
All right. Well, I can do that. I'll pick up the ones I know are here, and then maybe I'll see if there's anybody else who wants to talk to me before I give it to you.
That'll work.
WB5TXW.
Sounding good, George. K5LY.
Thank you. Got the big boy amplifier on. Well, pretty big anyway.
You know, that rig doesn't lose any quality at all when you turn on the app. It really sounds good.
Well, Perry told me at breakfast, which, by the way, I'm A-OK for this Saturday. It stays right at 2.8 with or without the amplifier.
Well, I turned this station on about 3 o'clock, and I've got my Marauder on over there, which I turned on at 2:30, but I may just let it sit there, because this transceive station's a lot better.
Yeah, I've taken to turning my receiver and transmitter on about 3:30. There's usually some guys on in the afternoon blah-blahing, and I just have some background noise in the house, you know.
Well, the Collins will sit still better than any other radio that I know of that era.
Well, I hope so. Anyway, it beats my old Atlas, the solid state Swan, WB5TXW, standing by Fort Nut.
I mean, my Marauder will be drifting after 5 hours still, you know. It's fun to operate, but that's crazy.
Sure sounds good, though.
Oh, I didn't get you down, Mike.
Well, get me down.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go down the hall for a minute. You miss somebody. My clock looks like about the bottom of the hour. Y'all ready to do it?
We're ready.
Yeah, I can still hear the other fellows that we're sharing the neighborhood with, but they'll play out in time. All right, good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. And this is Boat Anchor's UnlimitedNet. Get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband. A lot of active tube radios, some hybrids. And if you're just interested in what we're doing but want to check in and say hello on any radio, that's fine. Buy-sell trades are welcome, but let's keep that restricted to Boat Anchor vintage radios. If you're working on a radio that you have a technical problem with and want to talk to somebody about it, this is a good place to post the question. All right, I'm going to talk to the folks that I know they're here, and then we'll take a check-in or two, then we'll give it to Jay and let him pick up some folks. In fact, the first person that I heard was Jay. So Jay, talk to us a minute. K5QS, K5LYN.
Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. This is Jay, KM5QS, down here in Alice, Texas. Tonight, I'm on my TS830 Gold Kenwood. It's all filtered up. I got the VFO 230, the SM 220, the AT 230, the SP 230, and a couple of 3CX 800s and an Alpha running it through the antenna. So hopefully y'all can hear me pretty well tonight. And looking forward to listening, hearing everybody this evening. And by the way, Lynn, speaking of radios, I discovered on the S-line that I've been having, I was wondering about the filter. Nothing wrong with the filter. It operates perfectly on upper sideband and CW. So the filter and everything else is good. It's just an alignment problem. That being said, it's also, a deal has been made for it to find another home and like that. So everything's good with that. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, and you can catch the rest of them. KM5, or well, until you want to, whatever. KM5QS.
You sound great, Jay. All right, and I forgot to stop and say, if there's any emergencies that need to use the frequency, we'll take a standby and hear from you guys. Okay, I didn't hear anybody. This is K5LY, and I'm on the Central Electronics 20A that I have built an adapter such that I can transceive with an SX115, and I'm transceiving in the manner of the Collins S-line or the Drake Twins or the Hallicrafter Twins, and that was unheard of when this radio was made. Okay, my other friend on a Central Electronics 20A, JKO, what do you say, Jim? K5LYN.
Hi, Lynn. K5LYN. In the Boat Anchor group, this is WD5JKO. I didn't think I'd be on so early. Thanks for that. So yeah, we're on the 20A here station. It's a QRO 20A as opposed to a QRP 20A, but it's driving the Godset GSB 201 grounded grid amplifier with a quad of 811s. So using a K7 DYY preamp and a UG8 bass D104 element. It's an actual D104 that's still working, knock on wood, and band hopper VFO by Lakeshore. So that's the scoop here. Back to you there, Lynn. K5LY and WD5JKO.
An absolutely spectacular signal, Jim. Beautiful audio and strong over here. Nice work on your part. Okay, how about Mr. Jim down there at WJ5MS? What about it, Jim? Tell us about it.
Well, good evening, Lynn. Heard you on the 15 once, but man, you sound a lot better now. This is Jim down here in faraway Far Texas, as some call it. I do. Whiskey Juliet 5, Mike Sierra. And we're running all the old standby stuff we have gotten so used to, the Kenwood TS820 and a recently refurbished SB 220 did for a friend of mine, and everything seems to be working pretty good. And with that, we'll turn it back to Net. Thanks, Lynn.
Very fine, Jim. Nice signal into Austin tonight. It's all working right. Okay, Mr. EIJ, what do you say, Joseph?
K5LYN. This is Whiskey Alpha 5 Echo India Juliet. Good evening to all the boat anchors. As George says, this is the best hour of ham radio. You guys are listening to a Central Electronics 200V. I am listening to you guys on a Drake R4 Charlie, which I like very much. And Lynn, if it's okay, I'll take about 30 seconds and talk to and have a very short dialogue, which you probably will enjoy, with Jay, KM5QSWA5EIJ.
Go ahead, sir.
I understand about the 32S1 and the lower sideband alignment. I understand that, but the one thing you should check, do you happen to have a general coverage receiver in your shack? If you do, take the antenna and just give you a piece of hookup wire, say 4 or 5 feet long, and make you a 2-turn loop and put it over the oscillator tube. Get the manual and look up. I've usually chapter 6 for the force manual for the almost all the college stuff. Go there and get the lower sideband crystal that will give you the frequency, and dial up that frequency in your general coverage receiver, and you should hear a nice, clear, beautiful carrier oscillator. And if you do, that means that crystal's okay. And vice versa, if it's not oscillating, those crystals go out all the time. So that would be an easy check to do. So consider that, please. KM5QS, WA5EIJ.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'd considered the crystal, but I didn't have any way to test it, and you just gave me one. Thank you.
Okay, Lynn, I'm sorry to take up net, but I thought you all might enjoy it. I've done that several times successfully. And done, of course, on any crystals that work. K5LYN and the great boat anchor club. This is WA5EIJ. Back to net.
Yeah, Joseph, I second your advice. I would have set a frequency counter, but an excellent receiver will do that also, because those crystals absolutely do get off, and there's not a trimmer across them to put them back where they need to be. So, that's an excellent suggestion. Okay, moving on there. TXW, my neighbor. Tell us about it, George.
Howdy, Lynn, and all around the net. WB5TXW here. On the S line, of course. 32S175S3301, the power supply rebuilt by Bud RMT. And the speaker box I bought from Sammy up there in Belton a few years ago, and I've never seen one since. I'm glad you told me, Lynn. Oh yes, those are pretty rare. The static 10 Delta microphone and the still fairly new 75-meter dipole in the side yard. So things are just rocking along, over.
Yes, rock and roll, that's what we say. That's how we grew up, George.
Oh yeah, you betcha. Although rock and roll is different in San Antonio than it was up northeast. But anyway, that's about it. Oh yeah, I got the 2060 antenna tuner and all this good stuff. Everything's working, and I'm thankful for that. WB5TXW back to net.
Okay, and I'm up for breakfast. El Nuevo, Mexico, 8 o'clock Saturday morning, if anybody wants to join us. Okay, I'm going to pick up DPK and then EF, and we'll go from there. Dennis, you still hanging out? DPK, K5LYN.
Yes, I sure am. This is Whiskey 5 Delta Papa Kilo. Good evening, everybody. Beautiful day here in Lake Hawkins. Tonight we're on the TR3 with barefoot, and the antenna is a dipole about 40 feet or so, running about 125 watts, and hope to be back here at least once a month, maybe more. We'll see what happens. Back to you, Lynn. This is W5DPK.
That's fine, Dennis. Nice signal for a barefooted radio. No issues whatsoever. Okay, over to Louisiana. What do you say, Nick? K5LYN.
Great signal over this way, and band sounds good. I'm running the Signal 1 tonight and the Collins 3001, the sloper antennas and that kind of stuff. Only thing new I had to report is I had ordered some crystals from Quartz Lab, which is an outfit in England. And I had a Drake transmitter, a T4XC, with a bad carrier oscillator crystal. And since International Crystal's gone, I decided to give these guys a try. And got a note that apparently my crystals are ready to come over, so they'll be sending them in soon. I'll let you guys know how they work out. As it is, there are not too many sources anymore in the U.S. side to buy crystals. So, hey, then I'll let you know what happens. K5EF, good?
Yeah, that's great news, Nick. Keep us posted because I need to sit down and order every crystal that I might ever need. I think. Now, are these the same? Are these going to be exactly the same size as what we've been using in the Drake and Collins and stuff like that?
Well, this one is the counter oscillator crystal. It's got wire leads, so they're mounted on a printed circuit board. But and when that crystal goes, you can throw your radio in the garbage can because that's the end of it, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be very interested. I've got some more transceive projects that need crystals, so keep me posted.
Yeah, my neighbor next door has got his Drake hospital, as he calls it, and several of his have bad carrier oscillator crystals. So we're waiting anxiously to see how these work out, guys.
Good to know. All right, Nick, you're sounding great. Anything else for the net tonight?
Negative. Y'all take care.
Okay, let's see. Sammy was hanging around a while ago. Sammy, Mr. DCP, you over there? K5LYN.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn. I'm still here listening. This is W5DPP running, just running the flex here this evening, but I am running a homebrew amplifier with one little old YC156 tube in it, so I thought I would try to warm it up this evening, and I guess it's still working. I hadn't had it on air in a while. Anyway, good to hear everybody this evening. W5DPP.
Outstanding, Sammy. Any radios you want to talk about you're trying to sell tonight?
I still got a bunch of Collins stuff. Anybody looking for any Collins? Got some S1s and KWM2, KWM2As, and some Collins parts and pieces. 32V2, 32V3, 75A1. So I got some black stuff and some gray stuff. So if anybody's interested in that, might give me a shout or email. And email's good on QRZ, and see if I got anything what you're looking for.
Outstanding, Sammy. Okay, we'll be in touch. All right, the next three I'm going to call. I'm going to see if KWZ wants to talk next, and I'm going to call Rusty. And then if KG5DRV Dale is still here, that's what I'll do. So, Dan, bring us up to date. How you getting along? You're sounding great here. KWZ, K5LYN.
Evening, Land. K5LYN, KWZ. Thanks for letting us in. And we're just running I was hoping to get my Drake on tonight, and I was working on the S meter, so I just left it sit there. Anyway, we're talking on what do you call it? A Kenwood TS830. Actually, this thing it looks just like brand new. It's even got the weighted knob on it. And we're driving a homebrew pair of 36Bs and standard two-band bazooka up there, about 35 feet. And that's pretty much it from here. I did manage to pick up a round emblem 30L1 that I have no idea what serial number means, but this thing looks like it just come out of the box. Works beautiful too. I'm just kind of impressed with that. I've never had a 30L1 that was that nice before. Anyway, that's it from here, Lynn. Thanks for letting us in. KWOZ. Back to Nick.
Well, of course, 30L1 brings back memories. You know, the first one I ever had, I bought from you and ran it for around 20 years or so. Now I've got two of them that came from other sources, but they're great pieces of equipment. I didn't really tell people. What I'm on right now is homebrew grid-driven 460Q5. 15 watts out of the 20As, giving me about 400 out. Okay, I said I was going to call Rusty, didn't I? Mr. K5R, Rusty, how about it? K5LYN.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everybody on the net. Here's WK5R. I'm going to use this stuff tonight. The helicopter's HT37 transmitter, SX111 receiver, electric voice 641 microphone. Driving and beach testing a Heathkit SP200 that I have rebuilt. It's one of my boards to make sure it stays in one piece before I ship it back to New York. And I think the next thing I'm going to put on the booth over there is a little more scheduling, but I'm thinking about solid stating the power supply in my SX111, see if that might stabilize it a little bit. It drifts more than the transmitter does, so that's something I thought about there. Other than that, good to hear Dan back, and that's about all I got from here. We're doing about 650 watts, so this thing's working right along. Back to you, MWK5R.
All right, Rusty, nice double sideband signal coming through fine. All right, by the way, I've noticed I'm a little bit higher in frequency than both of the last two people that talked, so if anybody's got a digital readout and needs to tell me to be repositioned, I'd be listening. Hey, Neil, KG5DRB, you still over there somewhere? K5LYN.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, a lot better now.
Okay. Yeah, got a little audio thing. Anyway, good evening, fellas. This is KG5 Texas. Dale. Just running my Swan 500 CX. That's a 6-speed special. The triple 4 mic to the MN2000 on the HF60 Victor Butternut. And everybody's sounding great. This is Jim up there in Round Rock. Always sounds good. And I'll probably catch you Saturday for breakfast. And that's it for now. Got to run. Got stuff to do. KG5DRB. Back to that. Thanks, man.
Very good, Dale. We'll be there. Look for you. All right, Mr. Jim, KE5Q. How about it, Jim? K5LYN.
Yeah, get in then. K5LYN. And the net, this is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec. Jim in Plano. And I'm running the same rig here. I need to get some of the other ones going here. Well, they're all going. I hadn't been using them. Anyway, we're using the KWM2 and driving the 30L1 here into the Ultimax 8040 there, double Bazooka. And yeah, the band sounds really, really good tonight. And like everybody else, we just can't wait for belting. But I guess we'll have to. Anyway, appreciate you there, man. K5LYN. This is KE5Q.
Spectacular, Jim. Nice calling station there. All right, let's see if one of my other neighbors is hanging out here. KA5D, how about it, Kyle?
Hey, good evening, Lynn. This is Kyle, KA5D, checking in from Austin. Y'all are all sounding great. And Lynn, you're still right on frequency, so no problems there. Good to hear you.
Okay, I moved her around a little bit, wondering if I was still where I needed to be, but I trust your judgment. Thanks.
Hey, no sweat. I was looking at you on the waterfall tonight, so you're all good. Sounding awesome as usual. Back to that.
Yeah, the 28 probably looks a bit wider than most of the signals, but that was the way it was back in 57. All right, let's see. Ralph, Mr. BTM. Ralph, you still hanging out up there somewhere? K5LYN. Now, I know Ralph is there. Ralph? Well, he'll be back. KL7CD, how about it, Mike?
K5LYN, KL7 Charlie Delta. Thanks, Lynn, for picking me up. Everybody is really sounding good tonight. Big, strong signals here in New Braunfels, Texas. Beautiful, sunny, nice day here. I was in Austin earlier today. Other than traffic, which is a big problem there, it was a great day. I'm headed next week to the HVRA, Houston Vintage Radio Association convention, whatever they call it, once a year. But anyway, it's next week. And they're not ham radio operators, they're vintage radio collectors, and it includes a lot of hams. And I'm taking some old receivers, going to try to sell those, and I'm also entering one of my receivers in the, they have 19 categories in a contest for a display and, kind of a contest, and I'm going to take my RAL7 Navy receiver with the power supply and a speaker, hook up an antenna to it, and it's a regenerative receiver, about 5 tubes, surprisingly sensitive but not very selective, and it has a logging scale, no band spread, so it's interesting and fun to operate. And I'm going to eventually hook that up with a single sideband transmitter, and that's going to be one of my operating positions. But I was fortunate enough to get one that was in pretty good shape. I've rebuilt the power supply, and I'm going to take that and enter it into the contest. I may not win anything, but at least somebody can see about 100 pounds, actually with the power supply, about 120 pounds of receiver, and see what they think. We'll see what happens. Tonight I'm operating the old Helicopters Twins SX-117 receiver, HD44 transmitter, produced early 60s to mid 60s, and matching power supply and speaker, totally rebuilt, refurbished by me, and heat kit, SB220 amplifier, and antenna is dipole up about 25 feet, and using a HD44D microphone. So I hope you're copying me okay. I'm looking at the scope. Everything looks copacetic, so hopefully I'm getting out. K5LYN, back to net. KL7, Charlie Delta.
Oh, you're getting out fine. You know that. Hey, quick question. Tell me the name of that radio, that regenerative radio, so I can look it up.
Okay, it was built by National Radio Company. It's called a RAL-7, RAL-7. It's a regenerative receiver. Has 2 meters on it, one for audio and one for filament voltage. And, you got the regenerative knob and everything on it. They're really cool. In fact, if you'll do RAL-7 YouTube, you'll see some people demonstrating them on YouTube. They're good for single sideband, good for CW, and they're not good for AM on amateur radio because the signals aren't strong enough. But you get down in the low bands and, down in the broadcast band, and you can receive all kinds of AM signals. You just have to cut the regeneration back where it doesn't go into regeneration. Just before it goes into regeneration is where the best AM reception is. On ham radio, that doesn't work too good, but on AM broadcast signals, it works excellent. And it has vernier tuning, it has antenna trimmer, RF trimmer. I mean, it's a very amazing rig. It's very large, I can tell you that. Black wrinkle finish, and a lot of fun to operate. So, hope that's enough for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will look that up. I think you probably heard that Nick and I were both working on vintage broadcast band receivers with usually with some short wave on them, and that's always been an interest of mine. I've got 4 of them going around here right now, so I certainly will look that one up. Anything else for the group, Mike?
No, that's it from here. Everybody's really sounding good, and hey, I've been passing the word. I've worked a couple other sideband nets, not vintage related, but every once in a while somebody checks in with a vintage rig, and I tell them about this frequency and time and date and that sort of thing. And so when you open it up for check-ins, you may hear some, just listen close, you may hear some stations with Collins gear up in the Midwest. A guy was on the other night, and I hope he checks in. Anyway, 73, and I'll listen out. KL7 Charlie Delta.
Very good. Let me see if Ralph is back, and then after that I'm going to call was it Jay? I'm not sure if I can read my own right. And N5BTM, Ralph, you there?
Yeah, hey there, woke me up.
Okay, it's your turn to talk.
All right, this is N5BTM.
I was thinking of a longer transmission than that, Ralph.
Just a second, Maxwell came in, sent a phone call, but anyway, this is N5BTM, Spring, Texas. Name is Ralph. We're on the old HW12A again, and running about 700-800 watts coming out of a GS35B amplifier. So everything's cool down here, Lynn, and back to you. K5LYN, N5BTM.
You've really done spectacular work with those single band heat kits, Ralph. How many you got? I know you got at least 2. Are there more?
That would be it.
Yeah, and they're both working great. Good to hear you. Beautiful signal into Austin. How about San Antonio? Was it W5HAJ or HAT? I can't read my own writing. Well, maybe he moved on. All right, anybody want to talk to me before I give this thing to Jay? J5LYM. Listen.
W85 contact.
Wow, there's a bunch of people. Let me hear one more time. Spread them out a little bit.
Contact. W85 EDX.
EDX, go ahead, Byron, and we'll figure out who the rest of them are.
EDX contact. Somebody want to make comments. Go ahead.
The station you were looking for, I think, was W5HAF Hotel Alpha Foxtrot Left.
I think it was too, HAF. All right, Byron, let's talk to you, then we'll give it back to that person.
Okay, this is W85 Edward David X-Ray, Northdale, Texas. Tonight I'm on Hot Water 101. Last week the report on this rig was it had bad audio hum. So I worked on that a little bit. Maybe I got it fixed. So how's the audio sound tonight, Lynn?
Yeah, the hum is still there. Let me ask you a question. Does the plate current meter not look too higher than it should be for just idling current?
No, it looks okay. It looks okay. The ALC doesn't look right. So I'm not sure there. So we'll still got a little hum in it. We're going to have to do a little more tracing and listening to it. Yeah, it's barefoot. It's barefoot. And I changed all the electrolytics in it, so it might be a mic issue. It might be a mic issue. I'm using an Electro Voice 638 dynamic mic, and I probably need to put my D104 on it. That's the gold standard on these heat kits, and see what that sounds like. So I'll try that next week. Other than that, I've been working on Kenwood digital display units for the past week. We were able to troubleshoot 3 or 4 of those and get all those things working. They're kind of a pain in the rear, but I've gotten to where I'm can troubleshoot them pretty decently. They got a lot of bad feed-throughs on those counterboards on those things. So anyhow, it's fun tracing those down and getting those resurrected. That's all I have from Bluffdale. Back to you. Hi to everybody on the net today. Hope nobody blew away in the wind. WA5 Edward David X-Ray.
Yeah, Byron, I tell you what, the hum, I'm surprised it just doesn't show up more on your plate current meter because there's only 2 or 3 S units difference between the hum and your audio. It's pretty loud. So maybe the microphone is the answer, especially if you've recapped it. Okay, let me see HAS San Antonio. Sir, you still there, K5LYS? Well, I guess
W85EIJ when you can, Lynn.
More people waiting to be picked up, but I've been talking 30 minutes here. We just better give these folks a break. KM5QS, K5LYS.
Yeah,
W85EIJ when y'all can.
Go ahead, Joseph.
Okay, my good friend WA5EEX, this is WA5EIJ.
Yeah, Joseph, what's up?
Consider something, do me a favor. That radio you're talking on, load it up into a dummy load and listen to it on another radio. You won't have any trouble spotting that hum. That's all I had, over.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Go ahead, Jay.
60 cycles to me.
Okay, well, I think I got every electrolytic in it, but maybe I missed 1 or 2.
Well, it could be a mic ground issue, but those 638s are usually pretty good. I like them better than the D104.
It's an audio hum.
I'll try another 638 I have sitting over here in a second.
Open
Put me on the list, y'all, okay? It's been a while.
Okay, Todd. HAF, wasn't that Kima Henry that checked in a while ago?
Yeah, that's who.
Okay, Henry, Kima Henry, are you still in there? Okay, I didn't hear it. Let's see. Okay, Todd, go ahead.
Hello guys, K85LYL. It's Todd, Corpus Christi. I don't think I have anything too loud or pumped up too much or anything. Well, feeding about where it's supposed to be. Let's see. Tonight I am on, I'm just watching my, yeah, everything's fine. Tonight I am on a Kenwood TS520. A Kenwood TS520. And I've been taking a nap. Anyway, Kenwood TS520, about 100 watts. Yeah, about 100 watts. Microphone is the Electro Voice 605. Let's see. I'm reading my SWR power with an old Drake MN4 tuner, a real nice one. Reading my frequency on a Spectronic DD1 kilo. That's the external frequency counter that matches the Kenwood 520, so it's good as well. And the antenna is an off-center fed dipole. I bet the feed for it's not more than 25 feet in the air, 25 feet in the air. And I got a couple microphones for sale, but they're not vintage, so I'll just wait till, I guess, Friday night or Sunday or something like that. Anyway, that's about all I got. K85LYL. Everybody sounds great. Back to that.
Okay, Todd, good deal. No, you sound fine. No problems. Alrighty, this is Jake, AM5QS, and I'm helping Lynn out this evening. So, I know there's some more y'all out there. Give them to me slow and let these tired ears write it down. Who wants to check into the BoatAnchorNet? Come now, please.
W5HT Ira. Is that slow enough?
Hotel Norway, India.
Okay, I've got UOA and HNI, and then I'll catch up with the rest of y'all in a minute. UOA, go ahead, sir. Did I double? I don't know if I doubled or not. All right. That's about all I can give this. Let me see here. Hello, that ought to be enough. UOA, go ahead, sir.
How about KBWOZ?
Oh, that'll do it. Go ahead.
I don't want to cut in on somebody else, but I thought maybe that was it. Anyway, this is Barry up here at Greenfield, Missouri. This evening we got the old Kenwood TS511. TS511, which is all feedback to it. Got it on the air, you run it first switch on the new 32, so anyway, Open Center has dedication. Everybody have a good evening. I'm sure glad the fans will get that place. I can sit here, hear about everybody checking in. KBW, okay.
All right. Now you're sounding great. That's a pretty old rig, that 511. Anyway, I did not catch your name. Try that again.
Yeah, the name here is Perry. Papa Echo Romeo Yankee. Yeah, it seems like we've got too many of these 511s out there that aren't working. It seems like I run across some that they have lots of issues with them. They wasn't one of their best radios, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. I hadn't seen very many. We had someone else that had one on here one time, but it's been a couple of years ago, I think. Anyway, well, thanks for checking in, Perry. Come on back next week. We'll still be here. KM5QS with the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net H&I. Come on, Steve.
Yeah, good evening there, Jay, and the multitude out there from WD5H&I. Thank you, Steve, over here in Central Texas, not too far from the Birdhouse River. Tonight, I'm glad to hear everybody. In the last couple of weeks, the band has been a little weirded out and stretched out. I was here in the Minnesota stations in Kansas last week, and the last couple of weeks pretty good, better than the local fair. So Anyway, good that we got some decent competition. But anyway, tonight we're on the old Swan 350 here. It's the bare bones radio. I'm not running it out, and I see the electric company is good to us tonight. We've got a little higher voltage, so we're getting some good return on our investment, I guess. Yes, but anyway, all that's going into a sure mic and then out to the antenna, and the antenna, of course, is a full wave fed with homebrew lighter line and all that good stuff, and apex up at about 38 feet. So Jay, hope you hear me all right. You're 5'9" plus as always, and 830 sounding sweet there. Over.
Well, thank you, sir. You got the best sounding 38-foot signal I've ever heard, I do believe. It's whatever's working. Don't change a thing, man. You're good. Thank you, Steve. Anything else?
No, sir, that's about it. Wish everybody a good week, and maybe spring is soon. They say it's going to get colder and wet this weekend, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, take care. All the best. Appreciate y'all doing the net. Have a good evening tonight.
Thank you, Steve. Well, it'll get better when it wants to, and until then, we just, I don't know, do whatever we got to do. Okay, folks, anyone else wanting to check in with the Boat Anchors Unlimited net this evening? Come now, please.
W5OMR.
Okay, I got OMR. Who's next?
HTR. Delta Kilo.
SED.
Okay, I got 4 there, so let me, wow, you're ganging up on me. Okay, let's see, OMR. I think I've heard that before somewhere.
Hello, Jay, and all the boat anchor enthusiasts out there tonight. W5 Outstanding Mobile Radio, W5OMR. And I'm not in Mobile. Good to see you, Lynn, in San Antonio. Yeah, I miss seeing you, Jay. I don't know if you made it up there or not. I'm combining the two technologies running a Tentec Pegasus SDR radio. Now running that into an old Drake L7 amplifier into the full wave 75 meter loop with a homebrew ladder line or open wire line. And so I got my RT-74D sitting here on the desk, and I've got my big 250TH rig in storage, and I've got a John W85BXO 250TH rig by 813s in storage. And I got an old Johnson Viking 2 laying around here that I ought to put a bolt in and see if I can make it work on the air again. But so far, this is what I've got room for right now. Good to hear you, Jay. And everybody, Joseph, you're doing really well. It was good to hear all the old rigs back on the air. Team 5QS and all the boat anchors, W5OMR, Spindora.
Okay, Jeff, yeah, I saw you up there, but before I had a chance to say hello, somebody dragged me away for something I couldn't pass up. then I turned around and you were gone. So anyway, that was a pretty good meet up there. Thank you, Jeff. Catch you later.
Real good, Jay. Sorry I missed you. There were some other guys that were there. They were there, and I went to go find them, and they were just, like scattering like roaches when the lights were turned on or something. Or maybe they were just avoiding me. Maybe that's what you were doing too, huh?
No, I couldn't smell you, so I guess you were okay.
We'll see you at Belton, W5OMR.
Okay. Catch you later, Jeff. Thanks for checking in. Okay, HTR. Come on, Fred.
Yeah, good evening, Jay and the net. This is W5HTR, and really happy to be able to check in this evening. I've been missing the net for a long time. I'm talking on a recently acquired radio that I acquired at the Compound Hempfest a couple of week and a half ago or so. It's a TR3, plain TR3. I guess it key down, it's doing about 100 watts. Of course, with this controlled carrier sideband, it's I guess all sidebands controlled carrier. I was thinking about AM portion of this thing, which is controlled carrier. But with sideband, notice my output is probably kicking up a little bit less than that. And the antenna is an inverted V at TXDD. and I'm on a rather small space here, so I don't have a lot of room for wire. The mic is Shure 444, which I guess was made and born and manufactured about the same time as the rig. That's the story here. I'm real happy with it. It took us a while to get it running, but I believe it's okay now. So back to you, and I look forward to seeing you and most everybody else at Belton. KM5QS in the group, submit W5HCR.
Yeah, good deal, Fred. We're looking forward to seeing everybody ourselves on April 6th and 7th, exit 292 off Interstate 35 at the Belton Ham Fest. Now I got that in there. Whiskey 5 Delta Kilo, if you're on the list next, go ahead.
Hey, well, good evening. It's Don, W5DK in Spring Branch area, north of San Antonio. Beautiful day. The sun was out, and Chamber of Commerce kind of weather. Nice day to be working for sure. Rig here is the TR4, same old rig I used to check in on. A 104 mic through a 2060 tuner out through some window line and to a double extended deck. Good to hear everybody. Everybody sounds good tonight. Band sounds good. Darn, like really getting early on the amp test starting up, but I'm looking forward to it too. SWR's a little high. What's up? All right, have a good evening. Back to you, W5DK.
Okay, Don, good deal. Yeah, we always start, we're jonesing for Belton so bad we just can't stand but talk about it. Anyway, it'll be fun again. K0 SED, Mr. Steve, come on.
Well, good evening, Jay, and all the boat anchors and other characters out there in the world. Another beautiful night in Tyler, Texas. Tonight I'm on the Kenmore 520 and a Collins 3001. The dipole up about 40-odd feet. And that's about it. It's good to hear all these old radios. Back to you, Jay. K0 SED.
Well, you're sounding great as usual, Steve. I don't know. You just seem to keep her up there. That's a good deal. I love to hear them 520s. Alrighty. That's the end of what I had. So, anyone else for the BoatAnchorNet? Come in.
K5ICP.
Okay, ICP. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon. You're moving in down here about 17 miles north of downtown Houston, just right before you get to Spring. And like I said, everybody sounding good. This is an old Kenmore TS530S with an old Shure microphone and GLA 1000B amp here doing about 450. So that's it. Everybody sounding good. K5ICP.
Alrighty. I don't believe I caught your name. If you said it, I didn't write it down. I should have.
I forgot to tell you, it's Colin, C-O-L-I-N.
All right, good deal, Colin. Yeah, 530 sounds great. That's a good old rig. I like them almost as much as I do this 830. Oh, man. Pretty rigs, too. They always look good. Anything else?
Well, that's about it. I just didn't know if, about the audio, if I'm talking too close to the microphone or too far away or what. I think I do those processors turned on.
Well, it doesn't sound bad to me. There's a little bit of muffledy, but you might, if you just back up from the mic a little bit, I think it'd be perfect.
All right. We'll see what happens. I'll try to do that. K5ICP.
No more fuzzy. Yeah, that's good. All right. Thank you, Colin. Anyone else wanting to check into the BoatAnchorNet before I turn it back over to Lynn? Lima Tango, go ahead.
I don't believe you and I have talked before. I remember talking to Lynn. I know it's been a while. Anybody else can do that? Let's see this back. And one of the key kids is 301 tonight. Real rig. And dipole, 2 or 3. Like I
beautiful weather, so the weather is project up north, not ham radio related, but it's too. No, that's it. Fire going here right now. Got the boat all rebuilt. Sit down and really call me back to the airport fire and pull it up again. So my part, that's about all I have going on here. So thank you, Jay.
Alrighty. Yeah, we may not have actually talked before, but I've heard you lots of times, so good deal, Al. I guess Jim was probably busy and Guy probably out of pocket or something, so I was just stepping in a little bit to help Lynn out. He thinks we get tired of listening to him. We really don't, but don't tell him because then we won't get a chance to have fun too. Okay. Enough of the foolishness. Anyone else for the BoatAnchorNet this evening? KC0, say again? Okay, SNN. Well, that's better than CNN. I'm SNN. Go ahead, sir. Not a problem, Barry. It's sounding pretty good down here this evening in Central Texas. South Central Texas, I should say. All right. Anything else for the net? Thanks for checking in, Barry. Lynn, you want to make a run at it? I've got to change pages. KM5QS.
Yeah, we can do that, Jay. I think I'm a little higher in frequency. Let me check my power here.
Okay, you actually don't sound far enough off. I mean, I don't have a waterfall to look at you on with this one, but you sound pretty good to me.
Okay, we'll go with it. Maybe somebody will come in and correct it if we need to do that. I've been doing a lot of retuning. It seemed like the signal's drifting or something. All right, this is K5LYN. I'm back. Let's see who wants to talk to us about boat anchors. I'm listening. Hey, my friend that I had lunch with today, WA5AAO. Daryl, talk to us.
This is part of yours. He's up the west of the house, so 6146. Anyway, yeah, good to be with you. Please, get a good time, blow out the best time, that's what I've been there for next to next. 6 months, probably. Anyway, we're talking about with the kind of flat on the ground for the first building and the new overall line for things. So, please help the
all right, Daryl, yeah, you're sounding good. I tell you what, I make the Bastrop lunch only about once a month. And I don't know where you are with internet these days, but you can always check with me, K5LYN at ARRL.net, to find out if I'll be there, okay?
So, I use Wi-Fi. I've had trouble here on I'm sorry for the traffic, so I just go to McDonald's and use Wi-Fi over.
Okay. All right, well, we can work with it. Good to hear you, Daryl. Anything else for the group this evening?
Just listen to one something over.
All right, who else for the net? K5LYN, listening? Say again, who was that? Okay, KC5L. Tom, was that you? Yeah, something's wrong. I could barely tell it was you. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Talk to us. Let's see what we can make of it.
Okay, I switched to the other radio. How can you hear me now?
Well, now I hear you. What was I hearing there? Tell me more.
I'll just have to do some troubleshooting on that. I am trying a different microphone, and there may be some issue with it. But anyhow, just on the modern rig and the usual balance line and 80-meter wire, about 14 feet, and that's about it. Guess I'll have to do a little bit more work on the microphone with the 200 feet. Anyhow, that's all I've got. Keep on up.
Okay, I can tell you were a little bit higher in frequency. Now let me ask you, you said you're on the modern radio. Are you on 3870 and did I get on you?
Yeah, I'm on 3870 and you're right on frequency.
Okay, seems like my receiver has drifted up the band a little bit. All right, this is good. Thank you for the report. Yeah, the other radio was a little bit high, and there was something funny about the microphone too, so it took me like 3 tries to get figured out. Keep us posted, okay?
Roger, will do.
All right, who else for the net? K5LYN, listening?
K5. Kilo 5 Yankee, Papa Yankee.
K5 Papa Yankee or something like that? Talk to us.
Kilo 5 Yankee, Papa Yankee, Canyon Lake, Texas.
YPY. Okay, what's the name on that end?
Name is Brian, B-R-I-A-N. Roger?
Brian, okay. If we've talked, I've forgotten. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin.
Oh, good Lord. Ben went short on me. It's a wonder we could even talk, Roger.
Well, you know, it's both long and short. I could hear the AMers on the West Coast right now, too, so we got pretty good conditions tonight.
Okay, good deal. Thanks for picking me up, and I am going to AM here in just the least little bit. I got a buddy of mine there in Hillsboro. We're going to meet up here in a little while. Roger?
Yeah, what do you run on AM, Brian?
Say again?
What do you run on AM?
Ken Lodge 450 SAT and a L4B Drake.
Okay, I've got a Drake L4B too. How much carrier, how much AM you run on that Drake amplifier?
Hardly none at all.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I've heard maximum is about 100 watts.
Yeah, I turned the transmitter down to almost 20 watts and leave the amp just like I have it now.
Okay, all right. Well, good deal. You got a nice signal. Anything else for the group this evening?
Oh, not much. Y'all just have a great afternoon, and let's see, 75 degrees tomorrow there here in the hill country. Anyway, back to you, K5YPY.
Nice signal into Austin. Who else for the net? K5LYN, listening?
Kilo 5. Lima, no.
Okay, something's going on. K5 Lima, tell me more. Loose mic cord or something. Give us a minute. Let me see if I pick up one other person, then we'll come back to you. Who else for the net? I'm listening.
Whiskey Delta 5 Alpha Delta Charlie.
ADC. Hey, Rick, how you doing?
Doing real good, Lynn. This Rick down in Harlingen, those that don't know, on the KWM2 tonight, which has got good receive audio now, 3001 amp, inverted V, up about 30 feet backyard. And I did find that problem, the receive AGC problem in the KWM2. I don't know whether it was by luck or skill, because I've forgotten everything I know, but I did find it.
Can you tell us what it was?
Yeah, it was a 10 picofarads coupling capacitor between the in one tube on the grid, between the grid of the product detector and the other part of the tube is the ABC amplifier, and it was bad. I replaced it, and bingo.
Hey, nice work. I assume that was a little mica cap, probably?
Yeah, it was a mica cap, 10 picofarads.
Yeah, you know, the mica caps don't usually fail, but sometimes they do. Hey, and they're hard to find when that happens. Nice work on your part.
Yeah, I didn't suspect a mica cap, but then I looked at where it was, and they've got like a 2 or 3 watt resistor. No, about a 10 watt resistor for something just right above it in the same area, and maybe the heat got it. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't routinely replace mica caps. I always do paper and electrolytics, but not usually mica. But maybe once every 6 months or so, or maybe once a year, you'll find a bad mica cap, and it can really throw you.
Yeah, Roger, it did. It took a better part of a day, but I did track it down. So it's working good now. I'm back on the bench, and now I'm looking for some information. What I need to do is rebuild my power supply, and I've heard they make a kit that solid state that you can put in it, and I'd like to know who sells that kit.
Comment?
Go ahead, Jay.
Radio Farm Projects. Google that. Radio Farm Projects. It's a couple of retired Collins engineers. They put together a really good kit for a reasonable price. You just, like you say, I don't remember the URL, but I know that it'll come up if you Google it.
Yeah, Roger, Jay, I thank you. I'll do that. I think I heard you mention it before. I just couldn't remember what the name was. So I'll be sure and look that up.
Okay. Yeah, that's for the power supply. Now, if it was for a Collins, I would recommend K6HM out in California. But I haven't been able to ascertain if he actually makes a kit for the power supply. And I know the Radio Farm guys do, and I've heard good things about it.
Okay, this is solid state replacement, right?
Yeah, you can solid state the rectifiers, and you take there's a whole board you put in there, smaller caps. I mean, it completely cleans it up. It puts the relay in there so you don't have all the power go into the switch on the rig, and it also has a built-in voltage regulator in case your line voltage is higher than they're designed for, stuff like that. You know, all the good things.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Back to you, Lynn. KM5QS. You might can tell I changed rigs.
Well, this is what the net's all about, Jay. I love it when we can exchange information that helps people with radios they're working on. That's my favorite part of the net. Hey, y'all, we're at the bottom of the hour. I think it's time to wind it down and give this back to the normal people that usually hang out here. Let's see if anybody wants to hang out or talk to me about anything. Then we're going to wind her down on my end. K5LYN.
K5 Lima November.
LN. Bill, is that you? K5LN, pick it up.
Okay, Lynn.
Is something breaking up on that end? Well, there's a loose wire somewhere.
No, it's the operator.
You got it working now?
Trying this little radio out, and I keep driving it too hard, and just have to back off on it, and that's what I'm doing right now. So, okay, we got it, I think. And it's good to hear you. I'm playing with an Argonaut 509. Argonaut 509. And it's got the 50-watt amplifier, and that's what I kept hitting it too hard.
Well,
you did it again.
All right. Let me tell you, it sounds good when it's on, though.
Just have to keep driving it down and down to where it doesn't do what it did. I don't know what's going on, but just want to say hello. I've been playing with this today, and it's just amazing how good it works. I'll say 73. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for being there, and a great net. And we'll catch you at another time. K5 Lima November.
Okay, you know we're here every Wednesday, so come by more often. I'd like to talk to you more often than just when we run into you at the Hamfest. All right, gentlemen, we're over an hour here. I think it's time. So let me say my 73s to the group. I'll give it to Jay and let him pick up any loose ends. And we'll call it a night. KM5QS, particularly nice work on your part, Jay. Over to you, K5LYN, 73s, I'm out.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. Actually, we had 32 check-ins tonight, so not too shabby. All right, folks, we're coming down to the wire. We're a little bit over time. So is there anyone else that we have missed that really just desperately has to check into the BoatAnchorNet tonight? And come on down and we'll see if we can get you in here.
I'm kind of desperate.
Well, okay.
Hey there, Jay. Yeah, thanks to Scott for picking up the recording, and I figured I'd just give you a little quick check-in here, W5MIX.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm checking in. I am not running any boat anchor stuff right now, unless you consider 950 SDX a boat anchor these days.
Well, it's heavy enough, but I think you have earned the right to check in with all that you've done for us over the years with your recordings and everything, so I would not worry about it. You're welcome here anytime.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, sometime on Scott's night, if I'm around. I'm usually out in Austin those evenings when he records, but some night when I'm home, I'm going to get the Kenwood 520 stuff hooked up and check in that way. So anyway, thanks a lot. Have a good night, W5MIX.
Okay, Matt. We'll see you down the road or somewhere. Whatever works.
Great job.
Oh, you're quite welcome there, Joseph. All right, folks, this is probably long enough. Participation. Lots of good. Keep these. I got more than here with Chase. But it's an awful news, and even better. This week, 5Q.